everyone, welcome to Logan's 10-month update. I cannot believe the little turtle head is 10 months old. That means we have about 2 more months to go till his first birthday, and he will no longer be a baby. Like, he doesn't even look like a baby to me anymore, but still, kind of sad things. Let's just get to it. For his weight, he weighed 10.6 kilos, which is 26.5 pounds. That kid is heavy. Like, he's not like built like fatty fat. He doesn't have any like extreme baby fat. He's just heavy. He weighs a lot. And he has this and he has a little fat on his legs, but he has like these cute little legs and then this diaper butt that's usually just cloth diapering. And then he has this huge belly. Like, he actually has like this little pouch, like a little bear belly. It's so funny. But yeah, he weighs 26.5 pounds. He still is in size 8 to 10 month clothing, but barely. Most of the 6 to 10 months are tiny on him, but the 10 to 12 months run a little bit big. I don't know if that has anything to do with the fact that they've been worn before. I have the feeling that when we buy new clothes, like the new size, like brand new clothes, 10 to 12 months fit him perfectly. But the hand-me-downs and everything, like, he would still fit into 6 or 8 to 10 month olds. I think they're like, because they've been worn a lot, they've been washed a lot, they're not as tight anymore. Does that make sense? So he's anywhere between that. We usually put him into 10 to 12 month clothing either way, because it's just a little more loose fitting, and it's kind of hot out now, so you know, that would be nice for him. As for Logan's schedule, he really hasn't changed that much, except we added more food. He still wakes up at 8 and gets a bottle of like baby oatmeal mixed with formula, and then at 9:30 he gets his fruit and a little bit of juice or water or whatever. And then at 10:30 he goes to bed till 12, and then at 12 he gets another bottle of formula, and then at 1 he gets some lunch, and at 2:30 he gets a little snack. At 3:30 he goes back to bed till 5, where he gets a bottle of water or syrup afterwards. And then at 6:30 we'll have dinner, and he will have a little bit of yogurt as dessert, and Rob's coming in. At 7:30 he goes upstairs to take his bath, and then around 8 he gets another bottle of formula mixed with baby oatmeal, and he's down for the night. He doesn't wake up anymore, like, ever. Lately we've been going in his room at like 10:30 or whatever we go to bed just to check on him, because we had a feeling we don't have a baby monitor with a camera. So it turns out he was kind of like moving already very early on in the night, and he would like roll away from his blankets. So right now we kind of like scoot him back down and put his blankets over him, so we know he's like nice and warm for the rest of the night. And that's basically his schedule. As for the types of food he's eating, he usually eats like some kind of fresh fruit in the morning. It's like anywhere between like bananas or kiwi or grapes or something like that. We're really good on the fresh fruits, especially this month. We've been like excellent at it. He barely gets like a baby jar. So that's kind of the mix we have. Sometimes we make like a little combination, but usually it's just like one type of fruit, like either a whole banana or a mango or grapes or kiwi. We tried strawberries because, you know, strawberries are coming back with summer and all, and he hates those. Like, he will put them in and he like literally spit them out. The only time we actually got him to eat strawberries was if I put the strawberry into his like cheek, because if you put stuff like food in a baby's cheek, he cannot spit it out. Or when we mix it up with like when I made a fruit salad, and you know, he would get like a piece of mango, a piece of banana, a piece of grape, and then strawberry, and then banana, and that way he was kind of like shocked by the fact that he was getting a strawberry, and he forgot to spit it out, which is really mean. But we just keep introducing strawberries to him, because who doesn't like strawberries? Like, seriously, I don't know. He's kind of a weirdo. Then for lunch he just gets whatever we are having. There was a time where we ate Mexican food, like we ate like wraps or we eat like fish, or we eat bread. He basically eats everything, and he eats a lot of it, like a lot. And the same thing goes for dinner. He eats whatever we're having. For like afternoon snacks, he gets these they're called corn burgers, because they're made out of corn, and they're like 100% corn. I don't know how to do it. They kind of look like chips. But he loves them. They're kind of like crunchy, so he has to like bite down on them, which is perfect because he has like one little toothy. So he absolutely loves those. Or he gets like a cookie or something like that. Whatever we have, he just eats. And as for dinner, he eats whatever we are having, like I said. And we kind of like, we used to give him like these kind of like kid-sized fruit yogurts afterwards, because dessert is a really big thing in the Netherlands. Like you always basically eat like some kind of like dessert. And we used to give him these little like cups of like strawberry. You eat strawberry yogurts or banana yogurts, or like different kind of flavors. But those are really sweet and not that healthy, and kind of expensive too. So we changed it up to Greek yogurt. But since he would always see us eat something else, we decided that we were all going to eat Greek yogurt, and it's delicious and really not that bad for him as like the little sweet cup. So he gets Greek yogurt now. But basically Logan eats a lot. Like he eats a lot of food. Like these tiny little baby bowls you have, like the baby plates, like yeah. It's like baby plates, he has like little bowls with like Miffy on them or something. He eats those like completely filled up with like a little like, stuff still on top. And he'll eat it completely empty, and he will still ask for more. He doesn't know how to like ask for more properly, but he'll like scream. So you'll know he still wants something. Especially if he sees you eating, he still wants more. And if you don't stop him, he won't stop himself. So at some point we're always like, you've had enough now, buddy, and that's it. You're not gonna get anything more. And he'll like maybe for like a little bit, like he'll ask a couple of times, like ah. But if he's like content, then he will stop eventually. If he's not content, he will actually start crying like little tears and everything, and you know he's still hungry. It was a kind of funny story to tell. He stayed with my parents, of the in-laws when I was working, and Rob had to go away somewhere. It's like every Thursday they do that. And my father-in-law is actually a good cook, and they usually eat like these special meals, and they make a big thing of food. And Logan stayed there for dinner, and I just said like I didn't bring them anything. Like he just eats whatever you guys are eating. Just give him a few pieces, and he's happy. And they said that they were eating asparagus, the white ones, and they made them of like cheese and bacon, and they made a whole thing of it. And basically my mother-in-law did not get that many asparagus because Logan ate them all, and they could not understand like how much that kid was eating. It was like they kept saying like, he eats so much food, and he does. He eats so much. Like he eats a whole banana, and he eats like 2 slices of bread, or an entire wrap stuffed with ground beef and corn and black beans. He eats it all. The kid just eats a lot. As for milestones, like I mentioned in his 9-month update, he got a tooth this month. He got it exactly at 9 months and 1 day old. He got a toothy. His first. It's been growing a little bit. So cute. It's so sharp. That tooth is so sharp. The only way we knew he was even teething at that point was because we took him out of his bed and he was cranky McCrankerson. He was clingy. He didn't want to play alone. And usually he's a very smiley, happy baby. And if you like scare him, or if you make a silly face, or if you do like a funny movement or something, he will giggle. Even if you go like boo, he will just like giggle it up. And when he's teething, he's not. He is grouchy. He wants to be held by you. He will whine. Like he will go like and as soon as you put him down, or something like minor that usually he would smile about happens, he will start crying, like big tears, snotty face, crying. And I don't say that because he has 1 tooth right now. Like officially he's 10 months and 1 week old right now. And yesterday his second tooth popped in, and I took him from the daycare, and I just knew, like, I was like, something's wrong. Like, he's very clingy. Either way, he's really tired, or he's like clingy, and like, I put him on the floor to play by himself, and usually he's fine, and now he wasn't. And then he started to eat, and nothing was right. He kept crying, and then I meant at some point I was like, okay, I'm just gonna check your mouth. Are you teething? And this tiny little tooth next to his like bottom teeth is just popped through, like just cut through, and the poor kid was like crying and not happy, and it's so sad. So I know kind of now what his thing is. He gets really clingy, he cries over nothing, and he'll start screaming. That's basically Logan teething. Other milestones we don't really have. As for Logan's favorite toys, he has 2. And it's one of those puzzles. I don't really have it though. I don't think this one goes with this one because he has multiple. He has these like object puzzles. Like you have like a triangle and a square and like a oval and a star, and he has to put them in. He likes holding onto these like pieces and like exploring them and feeling them, and he actually does bounce them off this one, and sometimes they do like stick in and he can like push them through. But then immediately his little finger goes in here and he tries to grab it again. But that is his favorite. We have like 3 or 4 of these kind of puzzles. We just keep getting them from people. But yeah, so that's what he loves. He also absolutely adores this puzzle. It's a wooden puzzle. I don't even know how we got it from my mother-in-law, I think, and she got it from someone. And it's like has all these like vehicles on them, like trucks and fire truck and motorcycle and a car and an ambulance, and basically you just take them out. It's just regular wooden puzzle, but if you put it in, we have one of those IKEA Expedient, I think they're called, like one of the little cubes in them, and we have no like cubes in them. We just have them all open, and we have all his toys in there, and if you put him in front of it, he will like look and he will search where the puzzle is, and he will take it out, and he'll take all the little pieces out and smack them together and smack them on the board. He doesn't actually make a puzzle, but he like plays with pieces, and he will find this thing every single time. So this is definitely his favorite. And then you'll go look for the little puzzle pieces of the triangles and stuff like that. Oh, I forgot to mention for milestones, he is saying a few words. He says mama, or actually mama. He says it's really funny. He says mama and mama. It kind of just depends on like whether I'm talking English or not to him. If I am, then he's going mama, and if I'm not, then he says mama, which is like the Dutch version. It's so funny. That he does know that difference already, or that he does say those words differently. He does say papa, which is daddy in Dutch, and he says hi, and he waves with that, and he also waves bye, but then he doesn't say bye. He shakes his head, like if you would ask him a question, no matter what question it is. If you say, do you want a cookie? He goes, do you want to get like a piece of pie? He goes like, everything is no, which is really funny. Yet he does understand the word no when he like touches like something he shouldn't be touching. As for his communication skills, he says mama and mama. He kind of alternates between the Dutch and English for half version. Like he kind of like makes his own little mama of it. He says papa, which is daddy in Dutch. He can say hi, and he does wave, and he can shake his head for no, but he kind of makes a joke out of that. Basically, anytime you ask him a question, he just goes like this. Like we had a friend over, and he was like noticing how Logan says no to everything, so he went like, do you want $1 million? And Logan went. So yeah, I don't think he understands that saying no means you're not supposed to get it. But at least he can shake his head no. It's really funny. He has also been doing this new thing that she's giving a kiss. It's really funny because he has these big lips. He's like goes like and as soon as he like touches something with it, whether it's your hand, your face, your lips, his duck, his cuddle buff thing, And then let's go, and he goes, mwah. He does that, which is so cute and so funny. And I just love getting his kisses. It's so good. That's basically it for this video. If you have any questions, leave those in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye everyone.